Hello and welcome to Wonder Junction Day 1 Craft. Today we are going to be making the Christmas creche. Some of the supplies and materials you're going to need are the lamb face pattern, the O Come Let Us Adore Him label pattern. It's going to be on red cardstock. You're going to use the U-line 4x4x1 mailboxer box, dark blue cardstock cut down to 4x4 inch pieces, white cardstock for the lamb heads, black cardstock you'll cut down to 1/2 inch circles for the base of your sheep. Brown cardstock, 1 sheet per 35 kids. You're going to cut those down for your manger. Red copy paper again is for your verse. Beige linen will be cut down to 2 by 2 inch pieces. Unfinished wood peg, the 2 3/8 inch size, and then also the unfinished wood peg that is 2 inch size. Unfinished split wood ball, which will be 1/2 inch size. White pom-poms, 2 per kid. And then you'll have a black chenille stem that you'll be cutting down to, I believe it is about 2 inches, and then 1 large gold star sticker. So those are all your supplies to make your Christmas creche. So we're going to get into this. So the whole theme with this, the tie-in is just making the Christmas creche, is to remind us of some of the wonderful filled events that have happened throughout from the time that he came into the world and then grew to be so famous with us. So we're going to get started with your directions on how to prep. So the first thing we're going to do is take the 4x4 blue cardstock and you're going to glue stick the gold star near the top center of the blue paper. If you have even peel and stick stars, those are even easier for the younger kids. Next, you'll take glue stick to the blue cardstock square and then place that on the inside bottom of the box. Just like a little bit like a shadow box for you. And then next you'll take like a little toothpick or a little stir straw with some acrylic white paint, and you can just dip the stick into the paint and just kind of dot along the back side of it, as we can show in the regular final example, the stars. Little tip on the side is if you're a little worried about using paint, you can also use like little Sharpie metallic markers and just kind of tip those in there as well to make your stars. Next we're going to work on the lamb. So you're going to attach the lamb head that you've roughly cut out with the glue dot to the white pom-pom just on one side. I'm sure everybody loves these glue dots, but they are wonderful. It is definitely recommended to press it onto the back of the head first and then onto the pom-pom because it may pull away if you do it the other way. All right, and then you do the exact same thing with your little brown black circle that you have. Glue dot the black circle. And that'll be placed onto the bottom of the pom-pom. So you have the base for your sheep. And you'll repeat that again second time for your secondary sheep that's going to go in there. Okay. Next we're going to work on the manger. So you're going to take the brown cardstock square, bend 2 opposite sides up. That way you have your little cradle for them. And then you can move over to your 2 pipe cleaners. And this is where you'll just cross it like an X. And you're going to twist it a couple times, just so it holds. And then you'll bend the ends down, and that'll become the legs to hold up your manger. And just kind of sets down on there, and then you'll place a glue dot on the bottom base of your brown cardstock on the center. And that will then adhere to the top middle X of your base to hold your manger in place. So now you have your little manger for baby Jesus. For baby Jesus, you're going to take the beige cloth, position it like a diamond in front of you. Then you'll use a glue dot to place the split wood ball onto the top corner. A little side tip is we went ahead earlier and pre-prepped it with a glue gun dot, so that way it doesn't fall off, or if you don't have time, and then that way it actually positions it in the right spot for you guys. So we've already done that step for you. Next you're going to use a glue dot. You're going to put it into the right corner, and you're going to fold that corner up to the middle, and then fold the other side up from the bottom, and then over on the left. Kind of swaddling baby Jesus there. And it should use just one glue dot. If you need a secondary one, it's there for you. But that way you have baby Jesus swaddled so he can stay into the manger. And then next you're going to just put the faces and stuff on Mary and Joseph. And the kids can do that however they like, with the beard, the faces, the smiley face. And then from there, they'll use one glue dot for Mary for her head veil, I guess you could say.
A little veil and a stick on her.
You just glue dot that down on there. And then as you can see in our final, it just kind of like holds down on either side for you. And then final step would be is just to take your verse there and just use glue stick. And you can glue stick right to the top part of the lid. Just like that. And as you can see in our final project, you should have everything all set up, and that is day one Christmas Creche. Hello and welcome to Wonder Junction Day 1 Craft. Today we'll be making the Ticket to Ride ornament. So along with our Christmas Creche, they have a Christmas ornament that can help them remind them of how important Christmas is. So the materials that you're going to need is the Wonder Junction ticket pattern right up front. And then we have wood craft sticks. You're going to need 4.5 inch, so 2 of those per child. And then mini craft sticks, which is the 2.5 inch. You're going to need 4 of those per child. Silver or gold paper drinking straws. Then you'll also need tan cardstock to copy the ticket onto. And then 20 gauge copper wire, about 12 inches per child. Okay. And to assemble this is very simple. The first thing you're going to do is take your 4 mini craft sticks. You're going to kind of line them up so that you can start off with your railroad track. Just a little bit apart, maybe about 1/2 inch. And then from there, you're going to take a little bit of tacky glue and just a little dot about maybe 1/4 of the way in. You're just going to kind of put a little dot of it onto each one of the wood sticks. Just so they can kind of see. So you'll do that across that one side, and you'll also do that on the back side. You'll take the longer stick and you'll place that down on top of the 4 mini craft sticks, so that becomes part of your rail. And then you'll repeat the same steps for the back side. Okay. And then from there you'll do a nice long bead of tacky glue across the top of the craft stick. Hopefully. Everybody loves craft glue. And then you'll place one of your gold or silver paper straws right on there. So now you're creating your rail. Repeat that same step on the back side. And then from there you'll take 2 glue dots. I recommend that you place a glue dot like right on the second one in and then the third one in for the glue dot, so that way you can align your ticket right onto the top, press it down with your glue dots. And then the final step, you might want to let it sit for a couple minutes just so it can dry. From there, then just right on the inset, if you want to turn it around for me real quick, you can see where we went right on the inside there. You just kind of wrap it around all the way up so it holds and doesn't slide off. And that is your day 1 Ticket to Ride ornament.